Well, if you're one of those people that just can't wait to celebrate Halloween, well, you don't have to tonight here at Citizens Bank Park. The ghosts and the goblins and even a couple of fanatics have arrived to celebrate Halloween here in Philadelphia a couple weeks early. But don't be scared. NBC Sports Philadelphia, home of the authentic fan, presents the Phillies and Marlins tonight from Citizens Bank Park. Take a look at where the Phils stand in the National League East up to the minute. Atlanta with that 7.5 game lead. The Phils just one game clear of the Washington Nationals with 17 games to play. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Phillies Baseball alongside John Kruk. I'm Greg Murphy in for Tom McCarthy tonight. And while you just saw the standings, you know the work that needs to be done for these Phillies. But as the manager said, they are still in this thing. They just have an awful lot of work to do. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. And you know, Halloween in September is one thing. Trying to catch the Braves right now is a whole nother story. And you look at the remaining schedules. Look, the Atlanta Braves have a tough schedule. We know that. But look at what the Phillies have. A Marlins team that plays them well, a Mets team that plays them well. First place Braves, first place Rockies, first place Braves. It's not going to be easy, Murph, but it has to start tonight. I know the sense of urgency, the must-win situation, it has to start tonight. When you're playing a team that is a lesser talented team than you got to beat these guys. And look, I think you have to sweep them, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think you do too. You see what the Braves have to contend with, but they've been so good of late, so you've got to take care of your own business first and foremost. Well, a new face will be back in the lineup. Roman Quinn back in center field. He is back and healthy, and that is important because before he got hurt on this pitch, he was pretty good in the offensive side. He was doing really good and a catalyst for this offense, either from the leadoff spot or the ninth spot. And he does it so many different ways. This is a tough play here for Matt Wieters. I mean, you know, nothing you can do. He made a great play on that ball with just the speed of Roman Quinn. And then the stolen base. No chance again for Wieters to throw him out. And then you want to add a little pop to your bat. How about a triple to right field, which, you know, not that poorly played by Adam Eaton, but just the speed of Roman Quinn. You know, gets him into third base. The Phillies need something to ignite this offense. They need a guy like him, even though he's hitting ninth, to be that second leadoff hitter, get on base. And look, I know Gabe doesn't like the stolen base. You've got to let this guy run and try to create some offense that way. Well, Roman Quinn has definitely been an energy guy when he has been in the lineup for the Phillies the times that he has been this season. We'll see what he is able to do tonight. It's going to be Phillies and Marlins tonight. Wei-Yin Chen will pitch for the Marlins. He is 6-10, struggles on the road. Zach Eflin looking to right the ship. He is 9-7. Lineups and first pitch when we come back. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. By Toyota, tested, trusted Toyota. Let's go places. By Citizens Bank, official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at ibx.com.
Contest between the Marlins and the Phils here at Citizens Bank Park. Kind of a cloudy, cool night here in Philadelphia. Tonight's starting lineups for the Marlins brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. JT Riddle will lead off and play shortstop, followed by Rojas and Realmuto behind the plate. Starlin Castro, Derek Dietrich, and Lewis Brinson. And then Austin Dean, Rafael Ortega, and Wei Chen. 7, 8, and 9 for the Marlins. They'll face Zach Eflin, 9 and 7 on the year, with a 4.42 ERA. And John looking to well, get things right. He was so good early in the season. He has struggled of late, but he gets another opportunity tonight.
Yeah, location and challenge. That's what you have to do with these Marlins hitters.
First pitch to Riddle is over for a strike, and we're underway. 74 degrees. A little breezy. As the flags are blowing out to left field. That one just misses on the outside. It's 1-1. Eflin, who works quickly, gets the sign from Ramos. It's fouled straight back. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I think that's the key with Zach tonight, especially against his team. Yeah, look, they got some veteran hitters on the team that they can hit. Starlin Castro, JT Realmuto, Derek Dietrich, Hertzes. But I mean, you got to challenge these guys.
Lets that one sail outside. It's 2-2 now to Riddle. Riddle batting .228. 9 home runs, 33 RBIs this season for the Fish. 2-2 pitch. Line drive into right field for a base hit. So he's a leadoff base runner. And that'll bring up Miguel Rojas.
Yeah, it looked like a fastball that just wasn't located well by Zach. The four-seam fastball, just see where Ramos was and where he had to reach back to get it. And anytime you see a catcher sitting outside and he has to reach to his right, there's a really good chance that baby could get hit hard.
So Riddle will take his lead off at first. Rojas, .249, 11 home runs, 50 RBIs this season for Miami. And first pitch, he squares around a bunt, fouled.
Wow. Small ball.
Small ball early.
First
in this
inning,
one.
small ball. What the heck?
Here's Don Mattingly.
It's Donnie baseball.
Yeah, it is.
How do you argue?
Marlins 57 and 89 this season under Don Mattingly. Quick throw over to first. Riddle is back. You see Rhys Hoskins getting the start at first base tonight.
Is this his first start at first?
Not his first.
This year?
I don't think so. I think he's been there once or twice before.
No, he's been
a bit late in games.
Switch.
Yeah. Another throw over. I think he started once over there.
Must have been a game I wasn't at.
You must have missed the beginning.
Probably traveling.
Yeah. Riddle takes his lead off first. And the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, left field. Aaron Altair is there. Makes the catch. 1 out.
Just got in a little bit on Rojas. I don't know if that was the two-seamer by Zach that ran in on his hands, but good pitch.
Good pitch, good result. Altair, Quinn, and Bautista, the outfield for the Phils tonight. Gabe Kapler talking before the game, talking about the fact that Zach Eflin, pitches to contact, a lot of fly balls. Feels like that's a pretty good defensive outfield for them tonight.
Problem is, in this ballpark, too many fly balls end up in the seats.
Another throw over, and Riddle is back. That is true. Got to keep it in the ballpark. I can't tell whether the wind is blowing in or just blowing across.
It's blowing across from right to left. I think anything hitting the left center field's got a good chance.
Eflin has his sign. Pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1. Rhys Hoskins has started 3 times this season. Well, this is his 3rd start over
must
there
have missed
first.
the other 2.
You were probably flying to and
probably
from.
on vacation.
Yeah. There he is.
Still keeping the stash, huh?
Hey, there's power in the stash. The 1 pitch. Hard hit to third. Santana bobbles it a bit over to second for 1 and over to first, not in time. So the bobble cost Santana. They get the out at second for the second out. Real Muto safe on the fielder's choice. Hard hit.
Yeah, it's really hard hit ball, and luckily Carlos had his foot there. It looked like it hit his glove and hit his foot. If it didn't hit his foot, it goes out in the left field. No challenge.
So 2 outs, and Starlin Castro will be the batter. Still say, yeah, no looking at that. So
I was talking to the decider today.
Were you?
I told him, I'd say, I'm going to come down there for an inning or two.
During the game?
Yeah, just to make some decisions.
Okay. All right. Let me know what inning that might be so I can be prepared. He might be listening right now.
I doubt it.
Real Muto will lead off first with 2 outs in the first pitch to Castro, swinging, and will pop up to second base.
Not carrying, the wind's blowing in.
Yeah, just doesn't have the distance, and that'll be the 3rd out here in the top of the first. So no trouble for Zach Eflin. We'll head to the bottom of the first with no score. After a half inning of play, Marlins and Phils tonight. Tonight's starting lineup for the Phils will look like this, and it's brought to you by Xfinity, the fastest internet in Philadelphia. Cesar Hernandez will lead off, play second, followed by Hoskins and Bautista. Wilson Ramos will do the catching tonight and bat fourth. Santana, Altair, Kingery, Zach Eflin in the 8th spot, and then Roman Quinn roaming center field tonight, and he will bat 9th. And pitching for the Marlins, Wei-Yin Chen, 6-10 on the season, making his 24th start with an ERA of 4.72. But the remarkable thing, John, when you look at his numbers on the road, just 1-7 with an ERA over 9 on the road.
Yeah.
He's been better of late.
He has been better of late.
But,
and according to the announcers for the Marlins, there you see a scattering report. Not a hard thrower. Pitches off change of speeds, deception. But according to the Marlins, they said he's been a lot better on the road the second half.
okay.
And he's been really good against right-handed hitters, to which, besides our 3 switch hitters, every one of our hitters is going to be right-handed.
They have stacked it with right-handed hitters, so we'll see if that is the way to get to Chen tonight.
Could be good, could be bad. Sometimes you get a guy that gets in a rhythm of throwing down and away, and then coming in, and he doesn't have to change with the left-handed hitter coming up. He gets in a good pattern.
Hernandez takes that one over for a strike. It's 1-1. Well, it was by design by Gabe Kapler and his staff to stock up with the right-handers. So 1-1 pitch misses. 2-1. John, it's Halloween night tonight, so that's Cesar Hernandez. I guess he went as a Pirate last year. They got a picture of it, I guess. We'll show you them from time to time tonight. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Riddle has it. 1 out. 6-3 goes to put out for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins batting .252, 30 home runs, 89 runs batted in for Hoskins. There you see his numbers against the Marlins, 11 for 53 with a home run and 8 RBIs.
It's nice the way he goes up and greets everyone his first at bat, says hello to the umpire, and good luck, and the catcher. And
did you do that?
yeah, the same way when I see you guys.
Exactly, the way you greet us when you walk into the office.
I didn't get thrown out of more games.
The 0-1 pitch inside for a ball, 1-1 to Hoskins. Well, this one fits because of his helmet earlier in the year. Magneto for Rhys Hoskins.
Who's that? Shifty eyes, that's not good. Who's Magneto? Or is that what you just said?
Yeah. And it's over for a strike. He's one of the X-Men. I know this because the little voice in my head just told me that. I don't know my X-Men very well.
Obviously, I don't know him at all.
1-2 pitch. Side for a ball. It's 2-2. Good take by Rhys Hoskins. Chen has his sign. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, right side. Derek Dietrich in foul territory will make the catch. 2 outs. That'll bring up Jose Bautista getting the start tonight in right field. Batting .196, got 12 home runs, 1 with the Phils so far since coming over, 44 RBIs this year.
Thought the one he hit put the game out of reach.
Yeah, we thought that at the time.
Yeah, it didn't. But it's a good insurance run.
First pitch to Bautista is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0. It was a rough go against the Nationals for sure. Meanwhile, the Braves, they win 5 in a row. And we told you right at the top, we showed you right at the top, the difference between the Braves and the Phillies right now. They have their work cut out for them, and there's no other way to look at it. As that one misses outside for a ball.
You know, you hate to say that with, you know, how many games left do they have? 14?
17.
17 left. You hate to think that this is a must win, but, you know, the standings tell you these are must wins.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, they could say it puts too much pressure, but they need to put pressure on.
When it's fouled straight back, it's 2-1 to Bautista. Yeah, I think at this point everyone is pretty clear that virtually every game you play from here on out is a must win.
Thing is, too, on the road trip the Braves were just on, they had so many comeback wins, and that tells you it's, you know, that's a really good team who doesn't panic when they get behind. And they, you know, what they did in Arizona and what they did, where else they play? San Francisco, I think.
Yep.
You know, it seems like every win they had, they came back late in the game or extra innings.
That one sails outside, so Bautista is a base runner, first base runner for the Phils with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Yeah, agreed. And, you know, we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks, these 7 games that the Phillies are going to have against the Braves coming up. But what the Phils were unable to do over the last couple of weeks was keep it close enough that, you know, those were, I mean, they're still, obviously they're still important. They still mean something. Stranger things have happened, but it'd be nice to see them get back on track here against the Marlins. The Braves are playing the Nationals this weekend, so.
And if my rotation calculations are right, the Braves will have to face Scherzer.
Tonight?
Not, I don't know, tonight. But they,
tonight.
Tonight?
Yep.
See?
There you go.
There he is, number 31 out there on the board.
Wilson Ramos is the batter. It's 1-0 to him. That one is a little bit low for a ball. 2-0. Ramos, .314 this season with the 15 home runs and 66 RBIs. Bautista leads off first. Ball 3. All of a sudden, Chen is having a hard time finding the strike zone.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
The first 2 hitters, he's, down and away, in. And then just all of a sudden, it just goes.
Let's hope it stays away for a little while. Misses inside, so he walks him on 4 pitches. And the Phils have runners aboard at first and second with 2 outs here in the first. Carlos Santana will be the batter. That brings us to our Nissan upgrade. Upgrade for the technology of tomorrow, today. And we're talking about getting on base. And you see Carlos Santana, 18 games. He's been able to get on base, his longest streak of the year. Christian Yelich continues to do what he's doing out there in Milwaukee. But here would be a pretty good time to get on base for Carlos Santana, maybe with a base hit.
How about a 3-run homer?
Take that. That'll count.
I think, just watching Carlos all year, this is by far his better side.
Yeah, the right side. Not as much power from the right side, but certainly more consistent. That one is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Spider-Man, there are no limits to what Spider-Man can do.
No, but can we show that again?
Yeah, it is. See it.
Yeah, so, well, I can't see it now. There was a chain. How's the chain not, how's the chain stay up there when it should be down there? I don't know. We got to work on this graphic stuff. I'm going to have to go produce, I guess.
Leave it to you to notice
Maybe
that.
Jeff can come. That's the problem with me. I notice stupid things that I shouldn't care about. And it bothers me all night now. Thank you.
Oh, boy. Runners on first and second taking their lead. The 1-0 pitch to Santana is out of the plate. It's 1-1. Chen got the first 2 batters. Ground out and a pop out. Hernandez and Hoskins, but then walked Bautista and Ramos.
He's thrown 20 pitches already, but with 12 in the bullpen, I'm sure that doesn't matter.
Probably won't be an issue in September.
That's right. Way do we toss our 15 relievers out there? Ugh. How is this right?
Well, that's a topic for another day, John. 1-1 pitch. Snap throw back, and they've got Bautista caught off, and the throw over to third, not in time.
Great slide.
The throw was wide. Bautista goes to the wide side of the bag. A little veteran savvy right there. Base running mistake, but gets over to third.
Yeah, big base running mistake they made up for with the great slide, and the fact that the throw from Castro, because he had to throw around the runner, he threw it to the infield side of third base, and he gave him the old okey doke.
Yeah, Rojas.
Okay, there goes my hand. I'll take it away. Absolutely saved, though. Great slide, but saw the reaction of Bautista. He knew he messed that up. Now I don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, the Marlins are going to look at it. Let's take another look here. Oh, maybe he got his knee?
His leg?
He may have gotten that knee. If it stands, it's Bautista's 3rd stolen base of the season. But that last replay.
If he got his leg, he's out, because he was almost taking Dusty Wathan out with his slide and trying to reach back. You see how Castro pulls the slow, though.
Take another look. Maybe right on the knee. Yeah, he got him. So
that's why you
going to
don't
be
mark
out.
Stuff down.
And there's the call by Alfonso Marquez out at third base. So a mistake by Jose Bautista cost the Phils a chance at a run. So we are through 1 and no score in Philadelphia. See the Phillies at home with the Student Steal, a $15 ticket plus the first Jawn on Us from Ashburn Alley. That includes Chickies and Pete's, Crab Fries, Bull's Barbecue, Tony Luke's, Hatfield, Hot Dog and a Coke. Anything you can eat or drink up to $12. Limited quantity of tickets available for select remaining 2018 home games. Go to Phillies.com/studentsteal to get your tickets. Zach Eflin back at work here in the top of the second. Derek Dietrich is the batter for the Marlins. He's quickly ahead 0-2 on Dietrich. Batting .268 this season. You see the defense, a little bit of a shift on for Dietrich.
I think they set with those defensive meetings, and Santana paid attention to where the third baseman play.
Well, I hope he did tonight.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Dietrich's trying to say this hit him. It hit his foot. They're looking at it.
We'll take a look.
Well, this is progressing along well.
Dietrich has been hit by a pitch 19 times this season. That's tops in the National League. Second in all of baseball. If that's the 20th, he'll take that one because it barely touched him.
He doesn't look to be in much pain. Eli Wallach on the phone. He could hit, man.
And
apparently we're not going to go for it.
See, why did that take that long? I wonder. Well, the count is 1-2 now to Dietrich. Eflin. 1-2 pitch outside for a ball, 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Roman Quinn drifting back and makes the catch. One out here in the top of the second. So that'll bring up Lewis Brinson, and that brings us to our Geico quote of the day. It says, on staying confident, I think confidence is everything. The game is mostly mental. Mentally, you know that you can hit. When you know your swing is right and you trust your swing, you'll swing with, will just happen. Muscle memory will be there. True that, right?
Well, I could put it in simpler terms. See it and hit it.
See it and hit it.
Yeah.
Trust yourself.
Trust yourself. Now what?
Now there's a conversation with in between the umpires. Were they just asking? I think they maybe were asking the second base umpire to move a little bit. T.J. Rayburn.
Possibly.
First pitch to Brinson is over for a strike.
I was reading the quote from Brinson.
I think that's what it was.
Well, Cesar's talking to him. It's going to be good.
Strike, so 0-2 to Brinson.
I know when I was going good,
yeah.
I didn't want anyone talking to me and asking me, what are you doing different? Then you start analyzing it.
Just wanted to.
And then it becomes paralysis by analysis.
Yeah.
I started thinking about everything, all the BS I was feeding the writers about my swing and my mechanics. I started believing it. Slumpage.
Check swing. Did he go? No. It's Jim Wolf down there at first. So 2-2 now to Brinson. Yeah, just stop thinking. Turn it off. I think there's a lot to that. You hear guys say that all the time. Did not go. This is outside and low. 3-2 now to Brinson.
I think you can get him to chase a breaking ball here. He's aggressive.
3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Santana has it. Strong throw and he gets him. So 2 outs here in the second. And that'll bring up Austin Dean. You think the same can be said for a pitcher who is struggling a bit?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, you hear announcers talk about a pitcher who's throwing really well. He's free and easy today. That means, of course, it's the mechanics of his pitching, but of his windup and all that stuff. But it means the brain's turned off. You're just throwing it. Catcher puts down a sign. He gives you location. You hit it.
Ground ball. Cesar Hernandez. And 3 outs. 1, 2, 3 go to the Marlins here in the top of the second. Nice job by Zach Eflin. It's Halloween theme night here tonight. The Ghosts and the Goblins are out. The Phils will be back on offense. And Phils. And Tuesday, it's the final Authentic Fan Appreciation Night at the ballpark, and fans in our special section will get exclusive swag and VIP surprises, including a chance to sit in the NBC Sports Philadelphia suite. We want you to be here, but if you can't, there'll be a special giveaways on social media as well during the game, so check it out, phillies.com/authenticfan. Get your tickets now. Carlos Santana will be the batter to lead off the bottom of the second inning. He was up to bat. Juan Jose Bautista got thrown out at third. So 0-1 now to Santana. He hits that one foul past Dusty Wathan. It's 0-2.
So T-Mac's where, Buffalo?
He is in Buffalo.
It's better to be there now than in December.
Isn't that the truth?
Man. Caught a break.
I don't know who the Bills are playing. Chargers, I'm told. So Bills and Chargers for Tom. Check swing. Foul ball. So it's 0-2. Remains 0-2.
I don't think anyone knows that ball's there. There we go.
Yeah, Buffalo can be. I've been there in the winter.
Yeah, I make sure I send Dave Hollins pictures in January when I'm golfing in short sleeves.
0-2 pitch. It's a base hit back up the middle. Cut off by Brinson. Santana will take a turn, but he'll drop the anchor, stay down there at first. So the first base hit for the Phils. Leadoff single here in top of the bottom of the second. I'm not sure what they are.
Well, I don't know, but they rode in the card that way.
Yeah, they did. We found him though.
Hunter Pence.
Well, no, the Waldo. Waldo's next to him.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what that is.
I have no clue.
Aaron Altair will be the batter, getting the start tonight in left field. First pitch to Altair's outside for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, in the what-if game. Well, you know, what if Bautista stayed at second? Would we be leading 1-0 right now? You know, I don't know if Chen would have pitched him the same. Who knows? But
right.
Missed opportunity.
That one's over for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, the way Carlos has been swinging the bat, you would have liked him to have a chance with guys and runners in scoring position for sure. But.
Did you mention that's 19? Right, 19 consecutive games on base.
I didn't, but you did, so thank you.
T-Mac told me I was going to have to carry this broadcast.
Hey, you know, I jump in, I expect you to carry. That's the way it works. Two-one pitch, big swing and a miss, 2-2.
See that pitch right there, he tried to pull. Last year he shoots that thing to right field. I know exactly what he's going through. I had a whole summer when you were looking at my baseball card the other day and you said, what happened? And
yeah, that's right.
That's what happened.
He had that 1 year. That one misses on the outside, so it's 3-2 now to Aaron Altair. Take a look. It's pretty close.
He knows what he's doing.
That's right. He's got Kingery on deck. So the count is full to Altair. Santana leads off first. And that one is swung on and hit well. Deep to left field, and you can forget about it. A 2-run shot for Aaron Altair. Number 7 on the season, and the Phils jump out to a 2-0 lead. He didn't miss that one. Well, that is good to see from Aaron Altair, who has scuffled all season long, but getting a chance to start tonight in left field, and he puts the Phils on the board first.
Yeah, it's a great swing. You know, we talked about the pitch away. He tried to pull his last pitch. And that one there, just a pitch out over the plate. We know how long Aaron is. And that pitch was away, middle away. And man, did he put a charge into that. Nice.
It sounded every bit as good as it looked. So 2-0 Phils here in the second. And Scott Kingery will be the batter. Takes that one upstairs for a ball. That's Aaron's first home run since June the 6th against the Cubs.
That's a drought.
Obviously spent some time down in the minor leagues. Big swing and a miss from Kingery. Now that's a cool costume.
Yeah, but how did that get in the car?
You're very concerned about how they all got here, aren't you?
Well,
yeah.
I would assume that would be tough to.
I wouldn't drink a whole lot tonight if I were him. 1-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2.
Be a heck of a rain suit.
Inside for a ball, 2-2. Dinosaurs everywhere in this place tonight.
There's a couple up here, one in this booth and one in the radio booth too.
That's a solid point. I'll make sure to let Larry know your thoughts. Kingery grounds that one foul.
I tell you, now that we got a little break here,
yeah.
How about him becoming ordained so he can marry his nephew?
Yeah, I mean,
Larry Anderson is ordained,
and he married his nephew and his fiance this weekend. There's even a bobblehead to prove it.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's the best bobblehead ever.
It really is. It looks just like him. 2-2 pitch, and he got him. So Kingery is a strikeout victim. First out here in the bottom of the second. You know, a lot of times those bobbleheads don't look anything like the person they're supposed to, but his really does. We'll have to.
Yeah, a little too much hair.
Well, yeah, he likes that part.
Yeah, that's the part he liked the best. But no, it's a bobblehead of Larry holding the Bible, right?
Yep.
He's an ordained. He went online. He said it cost him $30 to get ordained, and he married his nephew and his fiance or wife now. But
yeah. And you know what? He would probably have. He's probably great at it. You know, how much fun would it be to have him officiating your ceremony? I think that'd be great.
Yeah, but like, is it a laughing matter to get married? I mean, is it?
Sometimes.
Like you would laugh, right? Is it? Like I would crack up if I walked into church and he's there.
I think Larry knows when it's time to get serious.
I doubt it. All I know is this. That I hope he another strikeout for Chen, but I'll take it. But I hope he can like forgive us for our sins. I got about a year I need to just spend with him just to go over everything.
Yeah, he might need another $30.
Yeah.
Get that done. Well, Roman Quinn will be the batter as Chen has now struck out back-to-back Phillies hitters, Kingery and Eflin. First pitch to Quinn, and that was swung on and hit well. Left field going back, and that one is gone. A solo shot on the first pitch that Roman Quinn sees since coming back from injury. It is his second home run of the season, and the Phillies lead it 3-0. There you go.
Yeah, I tell you though, look, I love it. First pitch, attack the fastball early. Well, it's quite the lead with him and Reese. But you attack the fastball. We talked about the wind blowing out to left. Not that these balls needed any help, but if you're Zach Eflin in the dugout, you're thinking, wow, okay, I can't let these guys, these right-handed hitters, hit that ball that way. But it's flying, but I love it. First pitch attack.
Well, I love it too. And the Phils have a 3-0 lead. The top of the order back up there, Cesar Hernandez, who grounded out in his first at-bat. That one's a bit low. It's 1-1 to Hernandez. 1-1 pitch. He misses. Well, just so everyone gets the full effect at home, there is the Larry Anderson bobblehead.
That's awesome. That's
really
the greatest bobblehead. I don't care. They can't make a better one than that ever.
Limited edition, 1 of 1. There he is. Just saw his bobblehead. 2-1 pitch.
He's probably worried. That's why he put it up on the high shelf. He's worried someone would knock it off.
Yeah, get
now
this
we
away
got
from
it.
me.
Now we got it out here. Carl, heads up.
I don't want to break it. Count is 2-2 to Cesar Hernandez. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right back at Chen. Sticks out his glove, makes the throw over to first, and gets the final out. But not before the Phils do some damage against Chen. First, Aaron Altair, number 7 on the season, no doubt about it. And then Roman Quinn coming back and feeling healthy. His second of the year. And just like that, the Phils lead it 3-0. The home run ball of late, it is our giant home run replay. This is yesterday, 2 outs in the 9th. Conforto of the Mets with a home run, and then right behind him, Todd Frazier does it and walks off the Mets. Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. And that's how the Marlins lost game 1 of a doubleheader yesterday. They also lost game 2 of that doubleheader. It's been a rough road trip for the Marlins so far, and the Phils hoping it stays just as miserable.
Well, the best way to play a team that's basically playing out the season without any chance of postseason play is you jump on them early. But the Phillies sometimes don't have that problem of jumping out early. Then they just stop.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they did it against the Mets. When we were in New York, they jumped ahead and then that was it. They got to pile on. You got to make this team think. In that other dugout, you got to make them think. They're not going to let us win. 3 runs, great, but you know in this ballpark that's not enough.
Absolutely. And a night where the wind is maybe a factor to left. So, yeah, I agree with you. Pile on. They haven't done that enough this year. The 3-1 pitch is over for a strike, so it's 3-2 to Rafael Ortega.
What do you think he was looking for there, 3-1?
Not a fastball down the middle, apparently.
Apparently not.
See Chen waits on deck. And 3-2 pitch from Eflin. It's popped up and out of play. So
by the way,
3-2.
Ball comes up in the booth, you got it.
Yep, all me or Carl. Eflin has his sign, and here's the 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball down the left field line. And the count remains 3-2. Back again. Ortega, 246 this season. 7 RBIs. Made his Marlins debut in August of this year. He's been pretty good for them since he's been up. He was fouled down the right field line. Perry Hill had to get out of the way of that one.
The old Texas 2-step right there. Problem is, Perry's getting a little older. It took him 8 steps to do the 2-step.
What a great baseball man he is, huh?
Oh, man.
One of the best.
So fun to talk to him. I mean, that one, I don't know how it missed him. But.
And another foul ball. So 3-2, it remains. He's just trying to get his heart back.
Yeah,
it's down to normal.
Tell you what, he can coach some infield.
He sure can.
Man.
He's one of the best. 3-2 pitch. Pop straight back. It's coming our way, John. Right in front of us. And another foul ball.
You know, I didn't see you jump up to protect anyone.
Well, I knew that wasn't coming all the way back.
Got a good read.
That young man, yeah, I did. Young man got that. We'll be talking about that in school tomorrow. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got it. So a strikeout for Zach Eflin, his first of the night, and it's the first out here in the 3rd. So it's time now for our Ram Trucks Stump the Fans trivia question. Log on to Phillies.com, go to the fans section for all the information, and please submit your answer on the subject line. The question is, John, tonight, which 2 players are tied for the Marlins record for most pinch hit home runs in one season? The answer will be revealed later in this very program. One's easy, and one's not.
How's one easy when you don't know either one?
You know the one, I promise you. Chen swings through that. It's quickly 0-2 to Wei-In Chen.
How would I know that, and why would I want to know that?
Well,
because it's the Stump the Fan.
That's right.
So I got to get it.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Look at that. Poked in to right field. Here comes, well, Batista thought about throwing to first. I don't think he would have had him. So Chen has himself a base hit.
Pinch hit home runs. Let me guess. I'm going to write these down. This is what I do with T-Mac, so you got to tell me.
All right. So the top of the order for the Marlins, JT Riddle.
Is that one of them?
That is not one of them.
Okay, now I have no clue.
Riddle singled in his first at bat. Chen gets a very small lead off first. From the stretch. Outside for a ball, 1-0. That is one of them. That's the easy one.
That's the easy one?
I thought that was the easy one. I would have gotten that. This is outside again. 2-0 now to Riddle. Again, 3-0 now to JT Riddle. Miguel Rojas.
To a 2-0 changeup to Riddle. Huh.
Got Chen down there on first. Got the base hit on the 0-2 count. Now he's falling behind 3-0 to Riddle. He misses again. And he walks him on 4 pitches. So 2 base runners now for the Marlins.
I mean, you know, you'd have to think. Now here comes Rick Kranitz out to talk to.
I think this is a good idea.
Zach. Yeah, absolutely. But you know, with the day off yesterday and 15 guys in your bullpen, I would imagine that pretty much every pitcher's on a very short leash.
I would think so, but I also think, and look, you got to win this game, so you do what you have to do. But I do think they would like to see Zach Eflin, you know, figure some things out and kind of right the ship that has been so wobbly over the last couple of weeks. It's got a 3-0 lead. Gets the leadoff guy, strike out, and you know, the pitcher gets a base hit. So now you just got to bear down as 2, 3, and 4 staring you in the face. Miguel Rojas, who lined out in his only at bat to left field, steps in, and that one's over for a strike. It's 0-1. 96 miles per hour on that fastball. One. Zach's been pitching ahead, which is important for him. 10 of the 11 batters he's faced, he's gotten that first pitch strike.
You got to be careful here, though. You throw a fastball down the middle. It's back to the breaking ball.
Good pitch. 1-2 now to Rojas. Yeah, Rojas has 11 home runs this year, 50 RBIs for the Marlins. How about you call that rollover you like to call? 6-4-3.
I like the rollover.
Would that be all right?
Yeah. Or 5-3, 5 unassisted to 3 would be good too.
That's fine. Gets the swing there.
Too.
That'll work. Strikeout for Eflin in a big spot. And his second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the game. Reminder, 2019 season tickets are on sale. Jump to the head of the line by placing a deposit for a 2019 season ticket plan. If you do place a deposit, you'll be able to secure your plan and seat location prior to the official on sale. That's for new accounts only. For more information, visit Phillies.com/season deposits or call 215-463-5000. The Dinosaurs approved the strikeout. But once again, pretty good hitter in JT Realmuto steps in. You have to be a little careful.
Not a pretty good hitter. He's their best hitter.
Yep. He was safe on a fielder's choice in his first at bat.
You know, they kept talking about, you know, where is he going to end up at the trade deadline. You know, I think the Marlins are they're going to have some money to spend, I would imagine. And you know, how you get a catcher like this, who's not only a great defensive catcher but a great hitter.
Yeah, he's an all-star for the next.
I think that's who you
5, 6
around.
years. I agree. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. So he's 1-2 now to Realmuto. That said, they gave they traded away their entire outfield. So
yep,
they traded away Justin Bour. I'm sure there were many teams that would have liked to have this guy behind the plate. The count is 1-2. Runners on first and second. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So back-to-back strikeouts, and he ends up striking out the side. Zach Eflin works around a little bit of trouble after a conversation with Rick Kranitz. There you see him get JT Realmuto. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Phil's up by 3. is brought to you by Nissan. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Bottom of the third, Phil's up by 3, thanks to a 2-run shot by Aaron Altair and a solo shot by Roman Quinn. Fans hoping that they get this series started off right. Maybe build some momentum. Who knows? Maybe make some things interesting over the last 2.5 weeks of the season. As you said, John, though, adding on would be nice.
Yep, bury him early. Is there any issues with weather this weekend with Florence running through the Carolinas now?
I don't think so. I haven't really checked, to be honest with you, but I think I heard at some point that while they were getting hit with the storm down there, and we certainly wish the folks down there all the best, stay safe down there. While they were getting hit, that we were actually going to have relatively nice weather up here, so I'm going to assume that there are no issues. Although Carl is saying that perhaps some rain on Tuesday. Reese Hoskins steps in. First pitch swinging. He pops it up again down the right field line. Dietrich in foul territory again. And almost identical to his first at bat. Reese is out after 1 pitch.
Yeah, but we talked about that wind blowing out to left, and that keeps those, not that those balls would have went out, but it'd been a tougher play for Dietrich at first base.
Yeah.
That wind brings everything back toward the field. Look at that. That's a
league of their own. Yeah, it is. That's a pretty good costume.
I like that movie.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Yeah. 0-1 pitch. Fouled out of play. It's 0-2 to Bautista, who walked in his first at bat. So many great baseball movies, aren't there?
Yeah.
You're in a couple of them, right?
Yeah, I think.
0-2 pitch. Misses inside, 1-2. You are. I've seen you.
The Fan.
Yep.
And
Aren't you in another one?
yeah, one of the Sandlot movies. I don't know which one though.
Not the first one. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So Bautista goes down swinging for the second out here in the third. That'll bring up Wilson Ramos.
I was out in Los Angeles. They did it at the Anaheim Angel Stadium.
Okay.
Or Los Angeles Angels Anaheim Stadium. Anyway, they kind of made it look like Candlestick because we were the Giants. And I was out there for almost 4 months.
Shooting the movie?
For one line and then get killed at the end. That was it.
Wait, that was the Fan, not the Sandlot.
The Fan.
Yeah.
But the trailer they gave me, I was right beside the craft service thing. I'd go there for some weeks and not do a thing, not even leave. I had a bed in there.
Okay.
Got to watch TV. I bet I gained 30 pounds in those 4 months because I didn't do anything. The hardest thing I had to do is, oh, hey, they want you in the home uniform. Oh, they need you in the way. I never left the trailer.
1 pitch misses. It's 2-1. It sounds like road trips for you, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But at least, like,
why did you have to be there all 4 months?
I don't know, Murph. I don't know.
And you were eventually
killed.
By Robert De Niro, right?
Yeah, good. No sequel.
2-1 pitch. Oh, he loses the bat. And it goes up against the front of the Marlins dugout. So he'll retrieve that. And the count is 2-2 to Wilson Ramos. Well, Hollywood certainly is very, very, very special place.
Got a little too much top hand on that baby.
These guys were ready for it. Ball. I'd have had that one if I was down there.
Come on now.
There you go. A couple of fanatics. Now that's a great costume for Halloween.
I wonder, though, if those kids would take off those masks, they'd be as energetic.
That one is in the gap to the right center field, but closing the gap. Yeah, that wind held it up. And Rafael Ortega is able to make the catch. Thought maybe he would get up against the wall, but 1, 2, 3 go the Phils here in the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth. The Phils still lead it by 3. Boise Paper delivers quality you can trust. Order today and see for yourself what makes Boise Paper the #1 selling office paper brand in America. Delivered for free right to your desk by who but WB Mason. We've arrived at the top of the fourth, and the Phils with the 3-0 lead. Zach Eflin pitching well so far. 3 strikeouts. Starlin Castro will be the leadoff hitter for the Marlins. He popped out to Cesar Hernandez at second. First pitch to Castro is a little bit low for a ball, 1-0. Pops that one over to the right side. The wind won't be able to keep that one in over the Phils dugout.
Did you see how that wind knocked down the ball Ramos hit? Like when he hit it, I thought that's a double.
I did too.
Just held up.
One pitch. That one is hit to right field. Bautista will drift to his left and make the catch. Yeah, you can see it. It's playing some games up there, but nice play by Bautista. 1 out here in the fourth.
Yeah, when you see a ball hit in the air and the guy starts drifting for it like Bautista was, because it was, a routine play basically, but then all of a sudden he has to take a couple quick steps in. That wind really knocking things down to right.
There you see the flags blowing in center field. It's a nice night.
Beautiful.
Great temp. Dirk Dietrich takes the first pitch from Zach Eflin over for a strike.
When do you think you're going to put your jacket on?
I don't think I'm going to.
You're a manly man.
Aren't I? Ground ball. Santana in the shortstop spot and makes the play. 5-3 goes the put out. As the shift. The only guy on the left side of the diamond was Santana.
So I didn't get a chance to talk to Gabe today, but like what's going to happen? They have a 3-run lead. It's the, 5th inning, 4th inning? He's been moving the defense around. Like at what point does he move Santana? Or?
Yeah, we did talk to him about that today before the game. And, he said, as that one first pitch to Brinson is a little bit low and outside for a ball. He said at some point they will do that. They'll make that adjustment. But not as aggressively as maybe they have been doing in the last few games.
Second inning, probably not.
Well,
fourth inning.
We're in the fourth, so I think a lot of it depends on what Zach Eflin's able to do, obviously, and right now he seems to have found a rhythm. Misses outside, 2-1. You know, Zach pitches to contact, so solid defense behind him is very important. And that one is fouled. Past the third base coach's box. So it's 2-2 now to Lewis Brinson. This is outside, so full count now to Brinson. 2 outs, nobody on here in the fourth. Austin Dean waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, popped straight up. Who wants it? In the infield, Carlos Santana on the pitcher's mound. Makes the catch. And another 1-2-3 inning for Zach Eflin and the Phils. We have played 3.5 here. Some superheroes in the house. Phils up by 3. Your local Chevrolet dealers. And by WB Mason. Who but WB Mason for fast, free delivery? Nobody does it better. 3-0 Phils, bottom of the fourth. And it'll be Carlos Santana, Aaron Altair, and Scott Kingery. John is still trying to figure out the stump the fans.
I got Schmitty texting me all these names.
Hi, Mike. No, incorrect.
All right, what's the other one he sent me? Oh.
Write that one down as Carlos Santana steps in. He singled and scored in his only at bat. Scored on the Aaron Altair home run. It is not Andre Dawson.
Come on, Schmitty. Tighten me up, buddy.
Pitch finds the inside corner. It's 1-1 to Santana.
Carlos led off that second inning. 3-run inning for the Phils with a base hit.
And that one back up the middle for a base hit. So 2 for 2 is Carlos Santana. And that brings us to our Toyota turning point. Aaron Altair in the second with 1 on.
Yeah, great swing by Aaron. Ball got the ball down, middle away and down, and he went and got it. Roman Quinn said, you know what, I'm not going to let you attack the first pitch and give you strike 1. I'm going to take you deep for my second career homer, and those are our Toyota turning points of the game.
Yeah, I know you love that.
That's how I love attacking early.
I know you do.
Why give him strike 1?
Well, Aaron Altair steps in and hits that one to the right side. Another base hit for Altair. That one's to right field, and Santana will stop at second. So attacking that first pitch, and Aaron Altaire's 2 for 2. StatCast AI powered by AWS. Another look at Aaron Altaire's home run. Launch angle 26 degrees, 401 feet. Left the bat 108.5.
I love that at bat just now.
Yeah.
First pitch, base hit to right field.
I know it's been kind of a lost season for Aaron Altaire, but you look at him and you think, man, oh man, there's so much potential that young man has. And he is young. He's a young player, and he's still learning. So, you know, it's good to see. 2 for 2 tonight. Scott Kingery steps in, and he attacks the first pitch. Base hit to left. Santana will stop at third. So going station to station, and then the ball kicks away from Real Muto. But bases loaded now. Nobody out here in the fourth.
What's 5 pitches he's thrown this inning and given up 3 hits?
I like the ratio.
I like you know, people, oh, he's only thrown 5 pitches, but we got the bases loaded and there's no outs.
Yeah, I think anyone would take that. Yeah. So Zach Eflin will be the batter.
Got to get Carl to run them numbers. What's the batting average, Carl? First pitch swinging, strikes. It's got to be high 3s, low 4s, I would think.
You talking league wide?
Yeah.
All right, Carl. You have your assignment. Eflin steps in. He's first pitch swinging. He fouls it straight back.
Way in better start throwing something else first pitch other than a strike. But this is what you force him to do. Now you have a regular hitter up there like Roman. He might try to throw a change up, ball 1.
Right. Yeah, he's going to just challenge Zach at this point, right?
Well, he better watch.
Zach has a home run this year, but he swings through that. Breaking pitch. 0-2.
70.
Took a little off something.
Can't even get a ticket.
The count is 0-2 now to Eflin. Bases loaded, nobody out. 0-2 pitch. He tries to slow it down again, but he misses. It's 1-2. When I say Zach Eflin, I mean Batman, of course.
I don't like the shifty eyes, that gets to me.
That's new, I think. Let's see if Batman could be a Batman right here. 1-2 pitch. Swings through it. So a strikeout. Third strikeout for Chen. And first out of the inning, but that'll bring up Roman Quinn. Batting 9th tonight, but it's almost like the top of the order is up there.
As Roman's walking up, you watch the middle infielders for the Marlins. They're looking in the dugout. Do we play halfway? Do we play for the double play? You better not.
Yeah, you better hit it pretty hard if you're going to double him up.
There is. Now, Santana has to get a good secondary lead. That way, if it's a slower hit ball to the middle, they can't charge it and get the force at home. They're not going to turn a double play with Roman, I wouldn't think.
I wouldn't think. First pitch to Roman is inside for a ball.
First pitch fastball home run. What's he going to throw? He ain't going to throw a first pitch fastball yet. Now he's ahead in the count.
So it has a domino effect is what you're saying. Yeah.
I always thought that, but
makes sense.
What the heck do I know?
No room for Roman Quinn. 1-0 pitch upstairs, 2-0. The strikeout to Zach Eflin was the 4th strikeout for Chen tonight. Second time he's gotten Eflin.
Yeah, Carlos, just look, if it's back to the pitcher or the third or the first, there's nothing he can do. I don't care what kind of secondary lead you have. But I'm talking about the slower roller that they know they're not going to turn to, the infield charges. This is where Carlos has to get a bigger lead and a good secondary lead.
And off the hands, and it's 2-1 now to Roman Quinn. Yeah, you have to be aggressive down there. And you could be a little bit more aggressive in this situation, right?
Yeah, well, you can, but Real Muto likes to throw, and that's, you know, and because they're playing in on the corners, Rojas is not
right
that far from third, so you can't get a big lead. But you got to get your momentum going toward home.
And ground ball to the right side. Santana, they're going to flip for second for one, but no. Roman Quinn safe at home, and now here comes Altair trying to score, and he's safe at home. How about that for some base running by Aaron Altair? They try to turn the double play. Roman Quinn beats it, and Aaron Altair then beats them.
Well, they're holding up to see. Either way, it's a fielder's choice and an RBI by Roman.
All right, take another look. So the ground ball goes to the right side.
Yeah, once Castro had to back up, there's no way to get Roman. And then Dietrich, I guess Dietrich thought he was out. I don't know if he got his hand, but I think, well, they're not challenging.
Nope, he is in there.
But I think Dietrich thought Roman was out, and he started looked like he was running off the field, and then he had to throw off balance, and he threw it to the, to the foul territory side of home plate, and where Real Muto had to catch and try to reach back.
Well, I got to tell you, that base running right there by Aaron Altair, that's great stuff. Watch him at second base.
You see him. He gets a good lead. His momentum kept him going. And Castro, once he had to back up, I don't care how strong Riddle's arm is, but you see Dietrich right there. I guess he assumed that it was the third out.
Yep.
Looked like he was running off and had to throw off balance. Didn't make a good throw. And the athleticism of Aaron when the slide. This is what excites you about this young man. He can do a lot of things on the field. It just, I think once he got off to that bad start, everything just snowballed for him. But this is the guy that they thought they were going to have all season.
Cesar Hernandez hits that one down the right field line, but out of play. It's 1-1 to Hernandez.
When we were in Miami, I got a chance to talk to him for a long time, and we were talking about what he did in the minor leagues and everything. I said, look, here's the thing. You're an athlete, man. Be an athlete. When you're hitting, when you're fielding, when you're running, be an athlete. Don't be a robot. And it's fun to watch.
Another base hit to right field. Roman Quinn will stop at second. So Cesar Hernandez is 1 for 3 tonight with a base hit. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs for the Phils.
But that's the catch-22 with this whole thing. I know the Marlins were wanting to turn a double play with Roman up. But, if they're playing in, they probably get the force at home. Now, with Cesar getting the base hit, it all could be,
But you don't know that, obviously.
No.
So.
But I just thought it was funny that or not funny, I thought it was strange that they would play the middle double play depth against Roman, who can fly.
Well, the scoring on Roman's fielder's choice is fielder's choice 2 RBIs.
He's working on a 3 RBI night.
He's going to get on both. And Rhys Hoskins will be the batter for the Phils. And before the game, Rhys had a busy day today. Rhys Hoskins before the game on the field, receiving his Roberto Clemente Award for 2018. He, of course, is the Phils nominee for the Roberto Clemente Award in Major League Baseball. His fiancee, Jamie. Phils Senior Vice President Dave Buck on the left there. And what an awesome honor for him. And we'll talk a little bit more about what Rhys does. I know many fans know exactly what he does, all the good things he does in the community. He is built for baseball for sure. T-Mobile built for baseball.
Just the kind of man he is, he's probably going to get nominated for that a lot.
I would not be shocked if he wins the overall award at one point in his career.
Yeah.
He's that kind of person.
Yes, he is.
Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Phils have 2 across in this inning. They lead by 5, and Hoskins holds up, takes that one low. It's 1-1. There's some action in the Miami bullpen.
Well, this is what we talked about last inning. Adding on. You got to keep adding on against these guys. Look, I played on bad teams. And late September, middle of September, late September, when you started getting behind, you're like, oh boy, here we go again.
All right, sure, I can
Another
totally see that.
We'll get them tomorrow. I mean, I've had players tell me in the 4th or 5th inning when we're losing, hey, we'll get them to try to get them tomorrow. I'm like, man, we still got 4 more innings.
Yeah, and it's been a tough road trip for the Marlins, not only just results-wise. They're 1-5 on this road trip. But weather-wise, they've had all kinds of delays. They played a couple they had to play a doubleheader. They had a scheduled doubleheader that they only got one game in. Had to play a doubleheader the next day. It's been a grind for them, and you have to take advantage of that. You have to.
Yep.
Count is even 2-2 to Rhys Hoskins. Let's add a few more, boys. What do you say? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 across here in the 4th. Ground ball to the left side. Not hit hard. Shortstop has it. And riddled to Dietrich for the final out. So 6-3 goes the put out for the final out, but 2 runs do score for the Phils, and they lead at 5-0. Come to Citizens Bank Park for the final time this season to take on the Phils. They'll finish out this homestand Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. First 2 games at 7:05 and on Wednesday at 6:05. Visit Phillies.com to get your tickets now. The New York Mets coming to town. Zach Eflin back on the hill in the top of the 5th. A good sign for the Phils, and it's 0-1 to Austin Dean, who leads it off for the Marlins. And that one is fisted into right field for a base hit, so Dean is a leadoff base runner.
Well, they got bullpen action, so you have to figure they're going to pinch hit for Chen in this inning, who's batting 3rd this inning.
You would think.
They got someone up, but they got so many darn players, I don't know who it is.
Well, it was Guerrero that was up at first, Teheran Guerrero, but
O'Brien.
Oh, now O'Brien's up.
Look
So
at
there you
that,
go.
huh? Synchronized swimming.
It's like an aerobics class out
I'll
there.
take Tommy Hunter any day on that synchronized swimming stuff.
So the first pitch to Rafael Ortega, who struck out in his only at bat, is a little bit low for a ball, 1-0.
Struck out, but he had a long at bat. He fouled off a lot of pitches.
12 pitches, I think. Yeah. Dean leads off first. And a line shot off the glove of Rhys Hoskins into right field. That'll be a base hit. Dean will round second.
Got him.
Yeah, and second base. Out at second base is Ortega, who tried to stretch it. Nice throw by Jose Bautista. And that was a mistake by Rafael Ortega. Dean gets to 3rd. He never stopped. But the first out at second base, and the Phils will take it. You know what that is, John?
You darn well I know what that is. That's our Hyundai defensive play of the game, and it was a bullet. You see the hesitation, but even Ortega looked like he hesitated a little because he thought Hoskins might catch it. But Bautista, just an absolute beautiful throw. Kingery with a quick catch and tag. I mean, there was no doubt he was out on this. We don't even need to watch out. He got him from the neck to the rear end with the tag.
Yeah, Not even close.
Not even close, and that's our Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers. That's big.
That is big. So runner on third, one out.
Give him a run.
Yeah, give him a run, get an out. And the pinch hitter, Christopher Bostic.
Did they change?
Did they change pinch hitters? And it's right back to the pitcher, Zach Eflin. He'll look the runner back to third. 1-3 goes the put out. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, who was that who hit?
That was Christopher Bostic. Who'd you think it was going to be?
I thought it was O'Brien. I thought I saw 45. Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? So JT Riddle will step in. He's 1 for 1. He's been on base twice.
Yeah, it'd be nice to keep
we were
Austin Dean out there at third base. Only one place he could hit it where on the ground where he can't score, and he hit it there.
Sure would be nice to leave him stranded there. Eflin works ahead of JT Riddle. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So the line on Chen, 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. And 1-1 pitch, foul ball. It's 1-2 now to JT Riddle. So Chen's road woes continue, which is exactly what we were hoping for.
You wish people that come here don't play good?
Yes, I do.
I did too.
And 1-2 pitch. Foul straight back.
Oh, that got Wilson.
Yeah,
golly, that got him good too.
Seems to get at least one of those a game. I guess most catchers do, but man, oh man. Off the shoulder.
Yeah, it looked like it hit him right in the.
Oh,
yeah,
right in the 4-0.
Right where the place where there ain't no padding.
The Buffalo's a tough man, John.
Well, kind of hit him in the back of the shoulder.
He's right back in there. So the count is 1-2. Runner on third leads. And it's popped out of play. .70 pitches for Zach Eflin here in the 5th. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. I know folks are watching this one. Washington and Atlanta. Come on, Nationals. It's 2-2 down there in Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. doing his thing. Outside for a ball, it's 2-2.
Tell you what, man, baseball in Washington and Atlanta is going to be. They have 2 special young players, both 19 years old.
Yeah.
I think Acuna's 20 now,
I think he is 20. And Victor Robles for the Nationals just turned 20. He's a pretty special player too, they think. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. So a strikeout to the leadoff hitter for the Marlins. 4th strikeout for Zach Eflin, and they do indeed leave that runner over at third. Nice job by the Phils. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 Philadelphia. report, and we're looking in on the South Atlantic League Championship, Lakewood and Lexington. Now, Lexington leads the series 2-1. Spencer Howard got the start for the Blue Claws tonight. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, allowed 1 run. Lexington leads this game 1-0. Now, Lakewood's trying to become the first team since Greensboro in 2011 to come back from a 2-1 deficit to win the championship, best of 5 series. Since 2005, there have only been 2 South Atlantic League Championship series that have gone to a Game 5. That is what Lakewood is hoping to do. They trailed, though, in that game 1-0. We'll keep you posted on that. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. Tayron Guerrero will be the new pitcher for the Marlins. He's 1-3, appearing in his 56th game for the Fish. An ERA of 5.43.
This is a guy with an unbelievable fastball. Power pitcher, Guerrero. 98 to 100.
Sometimes isn't exactly sure where it's going to go.
Well, that's the scary part. Now, what didn't he hit Alfaro in the bicep or
he
tricep?
Did. Yeah. He was a little wild down in Miami when we were.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys do it. Jose Bautista will step in the bottom of the 5th. And first pitch sails outside for a ball, 97 miles per hour, 1-0.
Sometimes I question our intelligence, too.
Side as well, 98 on the gun, 2-0 though to Jose Bautista.
Remember Rob Dibble pitched
Sure
for the Reds through 100, and he had the yips. He had no, I mean, it was scary.
I guess that works to his advantage, right?
No, he couldn't throw a strike.
Well, okay, but if you're up there, yeah, I mean, I remember him well.
He threw, I think he threw like 3 pitches behind Mariano Duncan, hitting in front of me. Behind him.
Yeah.
Now they were teammates.
3-0 pitch finds the corner. It's 3-1.
You know, 90 when they won the World Series, I think Mariano was with them.
With the Reds, yep.
So they were friends. And then I came up and it was everywhere. I'm like, I hope he throws 4 balls quick. Get me out of here.
3-1 pitch, and he misses, so he walks him. Wild out of the gate is Guerrero. Bautista will head to first, his second walk of the evening, and that'll bring out Wilson Ramos. You wonder why these guys that throw 98, 99, 100 don't just try and back off just a little bit for a little more command, right?
What fun's that?
Well, hey, walk the ballpark.
That's like laying off your driver.
Well,
I'm gonna try
sometimes
to
I have to do that to find the fairway.
Let me try to feather this one in.
I'm not feathering anything. I'm just trying to hit it straight.
So if you equate Guerrero to golf, you would think he's punching out of the woods a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or re-teeing.
Well, take advantage of it.
Yes, indeed.
Ramos 0 for 1. Walked, and he flew out to right field. This is again 2-0. 7 pitches, 6 balls.
It's not a good ratio.
I don't think so.
Well, it is for us.
How's that one out of play? 2-1 now to Ramos. Carlos Santana is on deck. 5-0 Phillies here in the 5th. Two and 2 to Ramos.
Does he dare throw a slider here? He shook off something.
Bautista leads off first. 2-2 pitch. Side. 99. Guessing that wasn't the slider.
Yeah, I don't think, but you can see he tried to put a little extra in that, the way his push-off leg was flying around his body.
In golf parlance, it came out of his shoes on that one.
He did, yeah, he swung a little hard.
So the count is full now to Ramos. Swing and a miss, though, he got it. So Ramos is a strikeout victim. The first for Guerrero, and it's the first out of the inning. Follow the race to the postseason on MLB.tv for $25.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game, plus get a free subscription to MLB At Bat Premium. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.tv to take advantage of this limited time offer.
So Carl gave me the numbers. First pitch swinging at a strike, putting the ball in play. Major league batters are hitting .340.
There you go. You were right on it. Santana takes that one a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0. Carlos is 2 for 2, and he scored 2 runs.
Now I got to put Carl to the test. Schmitty wants to know what if it's a first pitch fastball that they put in play. Carl, we'll see you tomorrow.
He loves a challenge.
That's Schmitty. That ain't me.
1-0 pitch sails inside. It's 2-0. We will be joined by Mike Schmidt tomorrow, right? Sunday.
I am interested to hear what that number is.
Yeah.
Just go back through every box score, Carl. Let us know. See you next year. About the All-Star break, get that all figured out.
Inside, ball 3. 3-0 to Carlos Santana. Aaron Altair waits on deck. Carlos didn't agree, but 3-1 now to Santana. Alfonso Marquez behind the plate tonight. Misses inside. He walks him. Second walk in the inning. And the third time Santana has been on base tonight. Phils have runners on first and second with 1 out, with Aaron Altair coming to the plate. And what did he do in the second inning, John? He did not miss this.
It's something that's very important for this team. If they want to get back in this race, score early and try to score often. And Aaron hit that 2-run homer in the second inning to give the Phillies a 2-run lead. Roman fouled him up a couple hitters later with the solo homer. And, you know, that's when you're playing a team like this, you got to get off to a good start. And that's what they did. And Zach has made it hold up, which is great to see. And now we're going to see, well, the Marlins bullpen for a while.
I think you're probably right about that. Although no one's warming up at the moment up there. So this is Guerrero's inning. Juan Nieves was out to have a conversation with his pitcher. And that conversation is over, so Aaron Altair will step in. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Misses outside, ball 1.
Seems to be a recurring theme, doesn't it?
I like the theme. I do.
The theme continues. Theme continues. We're going to be here a while.
Well, that's all right. It's okay if it's on this side.
There's,
you know? Yeah, now
someone. The aerobics classes are started out in the Marlins bullpen now.
You said it. He can throw hard, but not always sure where it's going to go. And that was a strike, and Aaron Altair swings through it, 2-1.
That was a good swing, though. There, the stretching's going. Look at that on the right. Yeah, that's my guy right here. Hold on, stop. That's my guy right here. I don't know who that is, but he's sitting down and stretching.
It's not as effective, John. You do know that, right?
Who needs your legs?
Yeah. 2-1 pitch. Swung on it. That one is hit well. Deep to left field. Forget about it. A 3-run shot for Aaron Altair. Have yourself a night, Aaron. And the Phils lead it 8-0. He had a good swing on the pitch before and a better one on that one. 388 feet. Man, oh man.
Woo. Tell you what, man, you got a hot when you ride him, right? And he is on fire tonight. 2 home runs, a single, 5 RBIs. And Guerrero just, I mean, look, he struggled with his command. We've seen that every hitter so far this inning, and he missed middle in, and man, did he put a beautiful swing on that.
Last 2 home run game for Aaron Altair back then in 2017. I know it would take a lot to erase, some of the frustrations this season, but it is so good to see Aaron Altair having this kind of night.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, you got, how many games did you say we had left? 17?
Yep.
There's no reason why Aaron can't stay hot for hopefully all 17, but how great would this be if he can continue, not hit 2 home runs every night, but put good swings on the ball and carry that into the offseason.
Scott Kingery grounds out the 3rd for the 2nd out here in the 5th. But you're right, to carry that into the offseason and just forget about what happened earlier this year.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's forgotten.
Well, we've known Aaron for a couple of years now, and
couldn't be happier for him.
Yeah,
he's a fine gentleman.
He's a great guy to be around, and you pull for guys like that. So what a night. So Zach Eflin steps in. Speaking of guys having a good night and that you pull for, Eflin, this is what he needed too.
Yes. Yeah, 8-run lead, nice and comfortable. And I'm sure there's a lot of places that Zach would rather be right now than in the batter's box.
Yeah, he's ready to get back on the mound, I'm sure. But
yeah, probably saying, 8's probably enough. I don't need to try to add 9.
8 is enough, John. I grew up on that, so.
I bet you did. I was a Happy Days guy.
Betty Buckley, right?
I have no idea. Right? I was more of a.
I like the Happy Days.
Happy Days.
And Zach Eflin goes down swinging, but not before the Phils put a couple more on the board. More than a couple. They put 3 on the board. Aaron Altair, his 2nd home run of the night. It's a 3-run shot. And the Phils open up an 8-0 lead as we head to the 6th.
Philly of the Week only stepped into a Phil's uniform for the first time August 15th, but his contributions thus far have paid off. Matt Klentak acquired the 31-year-old All-Star Wilson Ramos to add much-needed offense to the Phil's lineup, and that he has done. In his first 14 games with the Phils, Wilson batted .362 with 8 extra base hits and 9 runs batted in. His bat and contributions have been a major plus, and it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Well, everybody's having a good time here tonight at Citizens Bank Park, well, except maybe the Marlins, but that's okay. And the Fanatic is certainly always having a good time out there doing his dance routine. Always falling in line, just the way he's supposed to. That's the Cabrini University dance team, as it's Cabrini night here at the ballpark.
Does Fanatic go to school there?
No, I don't think that's located in the Galapagos.
The what?
Galapagos Islands. That's where the Fanatic went to school.
Oh, is that where those people are named that? Those other ones?
That's
I
why
had
the
no idea.
Yeah, they're his friends from home, and he brought them here to Philly to hang out.
Oh.
We'll get you up to speed, John.
Now I'm putting things together.
It's scary.
Let's see, I got here in '89. Took me how many years to figure that out?
To be fair, as that one is hit into center field, Roman Quinn cruises in and makes the catch. Rojas is out to lead off the 6th. To be fair, John, the Galapagos gang only joined the Fanatic here in Philly 2 years ago. So.
Visa problems?
Probably. That was probably it.
Like, who do you go see on that place? Galapagos? What's the name?
Galapagos.
Galapagos. Like, who do you go? Like, do they have like people you go see to get a visa or passport or what? How's that work, Mark?
You know, I'm going to find that out for you, John, and I'll let you know.
We'll talk to the friend of the Fanatic.
Yeah, that one's well hit. Left center field, Roman Quinn going back, and that one is gone. So a solo shot by JT Realmuto, and the Marlins are on the board for the first time.
Well, it could have been worse. He could have done it with men on base.
That's right. .422 feet for JT Realmuto.
Wait, that one went farther than Aaron's?
Which one of Aaron's?
The second one was 388, they said.
Well, that one was, you know, straight, well, not straightaway center, but left center field, so. Another short broken bat, and a looper to Cesar Hernandez, who makes the catch. And Starlin Castro is out after one pitch. So 2 outs now here in the 6th as they pick up the debris that was once Starlin Castro's bat.
You got to love it, though. You know what? He gave up a solo homer. He comes right back, challenges Castro, and wins the battle.
I like it.
Yeah.
Saw Freddie Gonzalez down there doing some cleanup work.
Former working partner at ESPN.
There you go.
Freddie.
Another good man. Derek Dietrich is the batter. And he swings and hits that one to right field. Jose Bautista to his left, and he makes the catch. So the solo home run by JT Realmuto, the only blemish so far for Zach Eflin. And we head to the bottom of the 6th, and the Phils lead by 7. by your local Ford store. Check out every new Ford car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com today. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. 8-1 Phillies, bottom of the 6th. 8 hits for the Phils, 5 for the Marlins. And it's time for our Coors Light refreshing finish. And, well, it's Halloween night at the ballpark, so we've got those two. The Fanatic in the background, a couple of dinosaurs as well. Got to have some hot dogs at the ballpark, right, John?
Absolutely.
Where's Waldo? And I'm guessing that's that's Wolverine, I'm told, yeah. And that's not Wolverine, that's a cow. Another superhero, and then
I think those are the best.
That's a great costume. And then there's John. John, it doesn't have to be Halloween for you. Roman Quinn steps in.
Doesn't have to be Halloween for me to look like an idiot.
Well, thank you for finishing the sentence.
Yeah, you don't worry. We've been around for 2 years together.
Yeah.
I get
what
what
I was thinking.
I get your thought process.
1-1 to Roman Quinn.
Javi Guerra now in.
In his 29th game for the Fish, 1-1, ERA 5.34. Fouls that one back. It's 1-2. Quinn with a solo shot earlier in the game in the second inning. Safe on a fielder's choice as well. Not safe, actually. Got a couple RBIs on a fielder's choice earlier in the game. 3 RBIs tonight for Roman Quinn. 5 for Aaron Altair, which ties a career high. It's just past Dusty Watson. Remains 1-2. Here was Roman Quinn in the second. He went down and got it.
Yeah, first pitch. Fastball by Wei-Yin Chen, and Roman didn't wait around. That's what you get. You know, you always put your power guys in the 9th spot.
2 pitch in the dirt. It's 2-2. He's got a little pop for, you know, Roman's not a big guy,
no,
obviously, but
core strength and bat speed. That's what it is.
You can make a living with that.
I hope he just don't think he's a home run hitter now. And
right. 2-2 pitch. Swings through that one. So he's a strikeout victim here in the 6th. And that's the first out of the inning. Well, John, it's time. It's time for the Ram Trucks Stump the Fans trivia question answer. The question was, which 2 players are tied for the Marlins record for most pinch hit home runs in one season? And I told you one was easy, one was hard.
Yeah, I got the one. Justin Bour.
Justin Bour. I figured you would.
And then Schmitty and I went through the whole Miami Marlins roster.
Yeah. Straight from 1993
on.
Even
the Florida Marlins roster, too. And we came up with Andre Dawson, no. Cliff Floyd, no. Lenny Harris, Jeff Conine. Anyway, Cesar.
And Cesar bloops that one into left center field for a base hit.
To be honest with you, I have no clue.
All right, let me say this, because Mike's back in the hotel, and he could have easily gone onto a computer and looked it up.
And he
didn't. And he didn't. And I, for one, applaud that. So good for you guys for not doing that. 1999. Two last names. That's my hint for you. Outfielder.
That don't help.
Okay. I tried. Reese Hoskins is the batter.
1999. I think I was oblivious to the game of baseball at that point.
All right. Well, in 1999, Preston Wilson hit 3 pinch hit home runs. In 1999, Justin Bour did it this year for the Marlins. One against the Phils, if I'm not mistaken.
See, you give me that 2 last names. Preston Wilson.
Yeah.
We have Wilson Ramos.
Actually, that's 2 first names, too. Yeah.
That was a great
you weren't
hint.
going to get it anyway.
Where's T-Mac? T-Mac gives me good hints.
Hey, log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're a winner of a Phillies prize pack. Yeah, T-Mac does give you good hints, which is why you always end up getting the answer right. I'm not that nice.
Tell me about it.
Skins fouls that one out of play. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I'd like to see Reese try to get on top of something, just hit a hard line drive down the left field line. Looks like he's getting real long and dipping with his back leg.
Yeah.
That's why he's getting under balls. He's getting jammed. And he's hit 2 pop-ups to Dietrich at first base. Foul.
And he hits that one. That one's not going foul. That one is gone. Number 31 on the season. And Rhys Hoskins joins the party. A 2-run shot. And the Phils now lead it 10-1. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, he stayed firm on his backside on that swing, and man, did he need that. I had a sign up said you gotta believe. Tugger said it. You never know.
110 miles per hour on the exit velo with a 2-run shot for Hoskins.
Yeah, watch how he stays through this ball. Instead of collapsing that back leg, watch his back leg. He stays firm on it. He's got that nice L. Head stays in the center of his body, and the bat just comes through the zone a lot quicker. That was nice.
Sure was. As Jose Bautista's the batter for the Phils, takes that first pitch over for a strike. Yeah, good to see. RBIs number 90 and 91 on the season for Rhys Hoskins. He has 4 home runs in his last 7 games, does Rhys. 31 on the year. Inside for a ball, 1-1. I was just about to say, you know, when the Phils are scoring runs like this, they had 8 at the time, and you know, guys are getting hits. We're seeing home runs. You really want to see Rhys Hoskins as part of that, because he's the guy that really you need to carry this offense in the final 2.5 weeks of the season. That one is upstairs and tight to Jose Bautista. It's 2-1.
Yeah, we got that pitch too, boys.
Yeah, we do. 383 feet for Rhys Hoskins, as you see. It's high and tight. And that one is swung on and hit well. To left field again, looking up, and that one is off the top of the wall. Bautista will head into second base, and he is safe at second, and he missed a home run by about 2 feet. I think he asked the second base umpire, DJ Rayburn, did that leave the park? And he said, no, you know, you didn't get it above that little fence, but I'm sure we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, you know, you get one thrown up and in and you hit one, you think it's out. Heck yeah, you admire it.
Oh, just missed the home run. So they'll look at that, but that'll be a double. Yeah. The flowers were kind of sticking through the fence. It made it look like maybe it ended up in the flowers and shot back. But nonetheless, he'll take the double. And he is a 1-out base runner with Wilson Ramos coming up. Phils are hitting some rockets right now. Take another look.
Those darn flowers. They're pretty.
They look great. I was admiring the flowers out by the bullpens earlier when we were shooting the bullpens. They look great too. Count is even, 1-1 to Wilson Ramos. They're the ones out by the bullpen.
Like if the Phillies go late into October, do they bring the mums out like they do at Halloween?
I think you'd have to. 1-1 pitch, right back up the middle. Bautista being waved around. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be cut off. He scores, and it's an RBI single for Wilson Ramos. 11-1 Phils. And that'll prompt another visit from Juan Nieves.
Someone said that Bautista gave him like an inch, missed it by an inch.
Yeah.
But again, there's some sort of little bit of payback for throwing one up and in.
Rick Kravitz, Phillies pitching coach, gets on the horn as well. There is some activity in the Phillies bullpen. Drew Anderson begins to warm up.
Yeah, you wonder if this is to preserve Zach's innings, and plus this has obviously been a long inning, and
Yeah.
you know, maybe you don't want him to go back out there for the 7th.
And you know, come out of the game on a high note. Right?
Yeah, and if, you know, if the bullpen can't hold a 10-run lead, which it's 10 now, it could be more here in a minute.
And that one is a line shot into right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. Ramos will round
Look
second.
at the Buffalo.
And he'll head into third. The throw to second is in time at second to get Carlos Santana for the second out. But Wilson Ramos ends up on third. So Santana thrown out, trying to stretch the single into a double. And that's the second out of the inning. But they continue to hit the baseball hard in this inning.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball hard, but you know, Brinson, a beautiful play to Riddle. Well executed by the Marlins. And there was really no hesitation from Carlos.
He was going the entire time.
Yeah,
You're
you
right.
know, 11-1, you're okay, but you know, the Batista mistake early, and you know, you don't want to give away outs. 11-1, you can take a chance, of course, but you know, playing in a close game, you don't want that.
Yeah, you're right
know,
about that, and we've seen that in close games this year, and you certainly don't need that. It won't sting as much on a night like tonight.
No.
That's for sure. Aaron Altair, who has been one of the offensive heroes, probably the biggest offensive hero of the game with 2 home runs. He hits that one to right field, and that one is going to be caught by Rafael Ortega. So he hit it hard, hit it the opposite way, but it'll be the final out here in the 6th. But the Phillies continue to add on. Rhys Hoskins with the home run. They add on 3. It's 11-1. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda Dealers game summary. You just saw from those highlights, it's been all Phillies tonight. Aaron Altair, he's got a couple of home runs, number 7 and 8 on the year, 5 RBIs. Zach Eflin was good tonight, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run. Only JT Realmuto's solo home run back in the 6th. It's the only blemish for the Phils tonight. 11-1 Phils. And Zach Eflin back out there to begin the 7th inning. And, well, I might have spoken too soon, because here comes Gabe Kapler, and it looks like, nope, now he's going to have a conversation with Alfonso Marquez. And I think he just wanted to say hi to Zach. So Zach Eflin will remain in this ball game. Drew Anderson continues to get loose in the Phillies bullpen.
I wonder what that was.
I don't know, but Eflin will stay in the game. And he's been good tonight. So he'll face Lewis Brinson, Austin Dean, and Rafael Ortega for the Marlins. 6, 7, and 8 for the Fish. And once again, ahead of a Marlins batter, it's 0-1 to Brinson. 0 for 2 tonight. And it's 0-2 to Brinson.
That's interesting. Did Alfonso Marquez tell him he couldn't take Zach out? He had to pitch to one hitter? Because Brinson was already announced. I mean, of course, he was not a pinch hitter, but if he was a pinch hitter, you can change. I don't follow the rules of pitching changes because.
Well, it is possible that Gabe just wanted to give a message to Zach as well. So.
Yeah, don't walk him.
Yeah, maybe it was that simple. The count is 2-2 to Brinson. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, lofted into right field. Bautista is there, 1 out. And that'll bring up Austin Dean.
Yeah, he's coming out to get him.
And he does make the call to the bullpen now. So Drew Anderson will be the new pitcher for the Phils in a moment. But a nice job by Zach Eflin. Pitches 6 1/3 here tonight. Only allows the 1 run. So Zach Eflin will get a nice hand from the crowd here at Citizens Bank. And we'll be back in a moment. Up on Fanavision tonight was Batman, but on the mound, well, he was commanding his pitches. What a nice job tonight. He goes 6 1/3, 5 hits. He allowed just the 1 run, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. 83 pitches for Zach Eflin. And John, that's exactly what you wanted to see out of this young man.
Yeah, you know, he attacked the hitters. He was aggressive. And that's the way Zach has to be. You know, he's hitting his spots, but I like the fact that he really challenged these Marlins hitter, and the only run he gave up, you know, what was it, 10-1,
yep.
Or he gave up a solo home run, so
at the time, yep.
On a first pitch fastball. So who cares? But he pitched as good as he's pitched in a long time because of his aggressiveness and the way he attacked the strike zone.
So he'll give way to Drew Anderson, who we last saw up here in the big leagues back in July 24th against the Dodgers. He's obviously been pitching for the Iron Pigs. And first pitch to Austin Dean is upstairs for a ball. He came back up on September 11th from the Lehigh Valley. 3rd time he's been up with the big club this year. That one sails a little high, so 2-0 to Austin Dean. 1 out here in the 7th. one's over for a strike. It's 2-1. We've seen Anderson one start back in July. Back on July 8th, he started a ball game, and then in the relief appearance back on the 24th, which was the last time we saw him. He was 9-4 with a 3.87 ERA for Lehigh Valley. That one is hitting the right center field, and no one's going to get that. It's going to one hop off the fence. Dean Round second. He's a pretty good runner, but he'll stop at second, and it's a stand-up double for Dean. And he's a one-out base runner.
Well, you get behind, winning 11-1. You get behind the count. You got to challenge him. Austin Dean won that battle.
Dean's 2 for 3 tonight, and that'll bring up Rafael Ortega. 1 for 2, a strikeout and a base hit. He was thrown out on a nice play by Jose Bautista, trying to stretch a single into a double his last at bat. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0.
That was a big play. I mean, the game was still in the balance, more or less. And, you record that out on a base hit.
Yep. It was
huge.
5-0 at the time. I don't want to give the Marlins any reason for hope. Misses outside for a ball, so 3-0 now to Ortega.
I think he's taken, Murph.
You think?
Well, maybe.
He leads off second, and he does take all the way, and thought that maybe caught the outside of the plate, but I guess not. So ball 4, and he walks him. So Ortega is a base runner. 2 on, 1 out here in the 7th. And that'll bring up a pinch hitter. And on the latest Crutcast, John talked with Phillies legend Jimmy Rollins about the highlights of Rollins' career and how much the Philadelphia fans truly made a difference during the 08 World Series run. Listen to the Crutcast on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com or wherever you get your podcasts. We thank you. So Sierra is the pinch hitter. Magneuris Sierra 0 for 2 as a pinch hitter this season. Runners on first and second, and that one is over for a strike. It's 1-1. Get any feedback from your Jimmy Rollins Crutcast?
Yeah, I guess people like. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to Jimmy. It's fun.
Oh, I agree.
You know, he's funny. He's smart. He's speaks his mind, which you kind of like. I think you have to have that here.
Absolutely. He always has. 2-1 pitch. Misses. 3-1. This is not what you wanted out of Drew Anderson.
No.
Top of the order for the Marlins awaits. Well, I listened to it, but I'm a little biased since I'm
you're
your
the
co-host.
executive producer.
Yeah. But I thought it was excellent. Folks should listen. 3-1 pitch. Over for a strike, 3-2. Three more Crutcast before we call it a season.
3 more.
Yep. And the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball on the left side. Kingery. Only one play over to first. He one-hops it, and Hoskins can't make the play. And here comes Austin Dean to come around to score. The throw took Hoskins into the base path. It one-hopped. He wasn't able to squeeze it. So Sierra was safe at first, and the run would score. Tough play for Scott Kingery.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Sierra can run. We know that. And, you know, look, he did everything he could. He quick catch, quick exchange. But you see how that ball hit the lip?
Yeah.
Now,
I think it hit Sierra, too.
It did, but I you know, as a first baseman, you'd like to see Reach try to stretch instead of back up. You know, first of all, he almost got ran over, which we don't need that right now.
Although I'd give the nod to Hoskins on that collision.
Not with a guy running full speed. You're stationary. Not only stationary, you're not expecting any impact. But it looked like that ball hit the lip and just skidded on Reese.
Yeah. Kingery was playing up the middle, and he had to go to his right a good distance to get that. So it scored a single and then an error that allowed the run to score. He's 6. Ground ball, and that one's going to sneak into right field. They'll hold up the runner at third.
What was he doing? Did you see Ortega? He was watching the ball the whole way.
When ball's on the ground.
And granted, it's 10 to 11 to 2. You're, you know, station to station with only one out, and you got. Well, you got a pinch hitter for Rojas. Interesting.
Del Rojas is out of this game. Here, take a look at what Ortega's doing.
Like he's running, and then why?
He should be looking at Freddie Gonzalez. Well, is what he should be doing, right?
That's Freddie's job. I mean, he's been out there all game. But, you know, this is, well, Larry and Anderson and I were talking about this today. Everyone says, oh, they're young, and that's stuff you learn in Little League. Oh.
Agreed.
You know?
Well, the bases are loaded now for the Marlins with 1 out here in the 7th. 1 run across. It's 11-2 Phils. Yadiel Rivera will be the pinch hitter for the Marlins.
I wonder what happened to Rojas.
Yeah, maybe an injury there.
I don't know. I didn't notice anything.
Well, Rivera, see his numbers as a pinch hitter, 7 for 32. He's got some guys in scoring position right now. And the first pitch, did he go? No. Thought it was over for a strike. I guess not. 1-0 to Rivera.
Well, Drew's having trouble getting his fastball down in the strike zone. Everything's up.
And that one is swung on and popped straight up. Shallow left field. Aaron Altair is there to make the catch, and we'll draw the throw, but cut off by Carlos Santana. So 2 outs and a big one for Anderson.
Yeah. He's going to pinch hit for Real Muto too.
Chad Wallach is going to be the pinch hitter. So what's Don Mattingly doing? Just getting some of his guys some reps?
I guess.
Some ABs?
Apparently he hadn't been watching the last few games with our bullpen. Hadn't been too great, has it?
They have had their struggles. It's 11-2. Feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about it.
Well, you know, they've had a long road trip.
Yeah.
Get Realmuto off his feet, I guess, in this game. So Chad Wallach will be the new catcher, and bats here with 2 outs. Bases loaded. And he hits that one right field. It's not deep. Rhys Hoskins in foul territory will make the catch. And Anderson able to work out of any further trouble. The Marlins do score 1, but we are through 6.5, and the Phils have a commanding lead. They lead it 11-2. Presented by the University of Maryland, University College, and the Yankees have announced that Aaron Judge has been reinstated from the disabled list. Now, he's not going to hit at this moment. He's going to play the field, and he's going to run the bases as well, but not going to hit yet. But they said, hey, Aaron Judge just back in that dugout should make a difference for the Yankees. We will see. And the Los Angeles Angels are talking about exploring a contract extension for that guy, Mike Trout. Apparently, they'd like to hang on to him for a little bit longer. His deal is through 2020, but they are talking about a lifetime contract, John, for Mike Trout. And I can understand why.
Because he's good?
Yeah, because he's pretty good. That'll be really interesting to watch this offseason, because if they offer him that lifetime contract and he says, I'm not going to sign that, well, then all bets are off at that point, because the Angels might have to trade him.
Yeah, you would think that if they offered him a lifetime contract and he doesn't sign it, that there's probably a good chance he doesn't want to be there much longer.
Yeah.
And look, everyone knows his ties to Philadelphia. Season ticket holder for the Eagles. He goes to every game he can get to. And,
yeah. Look, it would be, it would be cool.
Let's put it this way. If he decides to become a free agent, there's probably going to be more than one team wanting him.
I would think. Maybe 29?
Well, 30.
Well,
sure, the Angels will still want him,
I guess the Angels will still want him, too. Well, we've arrived at the bottom of the 7th with the Phils leading 11-2 here over the Marlins. And Scott Kingery is the batter. The Marlins do have some defensive changes. We'll get you that in just a couple minutes. It's what I would like to call wholesale changes.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Okay. Scott Kingery, 1 for 3 tonight. Takes that one a bit upstairs. It's 1-1 now to Kingery.
So they got a new first baseman, new second baseman.
They do.
Is Riddle still at short?
Riddle is still at short, yes.
New center fielder.
Yeah. Swing and a miss by Scott Kingery. 1-2 now. New catcher. And a new pitcher. There's Wallach, who's behind the plate. We just saw him as a pinch hitter. And Nick Whitgren is the new pitcher. Kingery fouls that one out of play. It remains 1-2 to Scott Kingery. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Popped up. Shallow center field. Sierra in center now with his first opportunity. He makes the catch. It's 1 out. So there you go. Peter O'Brien, the new first baseman. Dietrich slides over to second. Rivera's over there at third now.
Good luck.
You're not going to help?
Nope. Yep, they hit it to Riddle or Dietrich. I know them.
Drew Anderson will get in a bat here tonight. His second in the big leagues.
Might as well get his first big league knock.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Big swing. He's looking for it. It's 0-2.
Murph, sometimes you can look all you want, but a lot of times you ain't going to find it.
I never found one. I hear you.
And
off the plate, and he's got a chance. Riddle has it and makes the throw across the diamond. For a moment there, I thought perhaps.
Got a bad jump out of the box.
Well, so Drew Anderson, 6'3", goes to put out, and he'll have to wait another day for his first major league hit. And that'll bring up Roman Quinn. with 2 outs here in the 7th. Roman 1 for 3 with the solo shot. 3 RBIs tonight. He also scored a run. So productive night for Roman Quinn, who's, back from injury. We haven't seen him for a couple of days because he was dealing with that fracture in his foot, which is more than likely still there, but healing, and it was a matter of tolerance. He told Gabe Kapler that he could play tonight, and he's played well. You see the protection that he has on that front foot.
I tried wearing one of those like that once, but we didn't have those ones like that. Like the trainer had to cut a piece of plastic and then put it in the hydroculator thing. So it melted. Yeah, whatever, those heat pack thing.
Okay.
And it melted, then he formed it to your spike. But
nowadays you just go to Sports Authority or Dick's or something like that.
But like my first at bat, I hit a ball in the gap, and I'm making a turnaround first, and that thing flies up and hits me in the face. I'm like,
well, that's because you're so fast.
Well, I was moving pretty good. A lot of weight too on that spike, but so I couldn't wear it anymore. So they had to cut a hole, and they had to cut my spike, the hole, so my toe could stick out
because it was swollen
and bent, and
no,
didn't slow me up any.
No, not you, John. 3-2 pitch, foul ball. We'll do it again. To think you could have said, if I just manufacture these protective pads for the feet and elbows and chins, and could have been a wealthy man, John.
I could have been?
Yeah. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Riddle has it. And strong throw, but not going to beat Roman Quinn, who gets down the line quickly, we know. So an infield hit for Roman Quinn. Riddle did everything he could. His pad didn't come flying off.
Yeah, it's just his acceleration is like he gets to full speed really quickly. That should be a hit, right?
I think they did call it a hit. Obviously, the throw pulled O'Brien off the bag, but I don't think they were going to get him anyway. No. So, and that's part of the reason why he has to rush that throw. He knows how fast Roman is. Some
game-changing speed right there.
Yep. So that'll bring up Cesar Hernandez, top of the order for the Phils. Cesar having a good night, 2 for 4. Takes that one over for a strike. Out of play. It's 0-2 to Cesar Hernandez.
What a catch. That was a triple bobble. Big beer can in the left hand, triple bobble, and
didn't spill a drop. It's been a good week for the fans. They made some plays.
Made some good plays. Gold Glove caliber.
0-2 pitch. Just misses. 1-2. Can you win a Gold Glove if you're not wearing a glove?
He had 10 on his hand. I mean, it's not a Gold Glove, but it's 10. Aluminum, whatever those cans are. They're aluminum, right?
Yeah. 2-2. It's right around the corner. Speaking of nice catches in the crowd, our 2018 Fans Plays of the Year, John. When we're in Colorado, we're going to unveil those. So if you think you might be on it, stay tuned. Called third strike. Cesar Hernandez goes down looking. That's the third out of the inning. And we are through 7 here at Citizens Bank Park. The Phils have a comfortable lead. It's 11-2. Your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Delaware Valley Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by Jefferson Health. Call 1-800-JEFF now or visit jeffersonhealth.org. 11-2 Phils as we head to the 8th inning. 14 hits for the Phils and 11 runs. Well, every time a Phillies pitcher records a pitch of 95 miles per hour or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. It's the fastest internet in Philadelphia. So we've got some changes for the Phils now, as Mitch Walding has checked into the game at third base. Pedro Florimon is over there at second. And we have a new catcher as well, Andrew Knapp, behind the plate.
So Mitch Walding's going to get an at-bat.
I certainly hope so.
Because he's in for Santana,
Yeah.
right? So he'll hit. Ooh, we got to get someone on.
He is going to hit in the 5th spot.
Yeah, but he's be 4th hitter next inning because he took over for Santana, right?
All right, so let's get
Got to
someone
get
on.
Mitch a hit.
I agree. That would be awesome.
So, you know, this Braves score 6-4.
Yeah.
And that's Scherzer starting.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, I saw Scherzer was starting today, and I thought to myself, all right, you know, let's get a win.
Lee, that's.
Well, it's only in the 6th inning.
Yeah.
It's 6-4 Atlanta. It's been back and forth.
Scherzer's out of the game. Whatever number 53 is towing the slab. But like, you know, with Aaron struggling his last couple starts, and you know now this start for Scherzer that wasn't a good one. Now I don't know how many earned runs he's given up, but you know this Cy Young race is now kind of like DeGrom if you want it, right?
Yeah, I think you know DeGrom's certainly the leader in the clubhouse as O'Brien hits that one down the left field line. And he's in there for a stand-up double. You know, those Braves are coming to town. We've talked about it. Final home series of the 2018 regular season will be those Atlanta Braves. Friday, September 28th at 7:05. Saturday, the 29th at 7 as well. And then Sunday is Fan Appreciation Day. That game starts at 3:05, just like every other Major League Baseball game all around the country. Sunday, September 30th. And you'll get your free PGW 2019 schedule Fathead if you get to the ballpark that day. Order your tickets now at Phillies.com. Fan Appreciation Day, always a fun day at the ballpark. And who knows? Could mean something.
I hope it does.
Hope it does. So Derek Dietrich is up to bat versus Drew Anderson. Dietrich 0 for 3 today.
He's got to be looking around thinking,
yeah. Well,
everyone else is out.
He has certainly done some damage against the Phils this year, that's for sure. And the 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1.
Let's see. You took Real Muto out. You took Castro out. You took out Rojas. You took out Brinson. This would be where Dave Holmes would drop the. I guess I'll just play all 9 then. Got him in some trouble with Fregosi.
Gee, I go figure. That's great. You saw Dave in New York.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that. Yeah, I love him.
He is fun to be around.
Now,
yeah. I didn't know him all that well back then. I stayed out of his way.
Should be blessed.
2-1 pitch outside, 3-1.
You know, it was funny because we were sitting there at dinner talking, and someone asked, you know, like, what's the biggest thing you regret? And he said, I wish I could have been nicer. And
I've heard him say that before.
Learn how to relax.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? He might not have been the same player.
No, but he said, you know, I might have played longer. He said, you know, I mean, that was.
Yeah, he was intense.
Oh my God. Like, he scared us.
3-1 pitch. And hit him. And Dietrich finally gets hit by that pitch. 20th time this season he has been hit by a pitch. That's tops in the National League. And he will head on down to first. So runners at first and second with nobody out here in the 8th. And, well, I don't know. Is that a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Is that what that is?
Yeah, sure. You're talking a 1.9 GPA. How would I know what that is?
I thought you'd know your dinosaurs. Brian Holiday is the batter for the Marlins. He takes that first pitch over for a strike. Well, Phils have a 9-run lead, but you know, you just don't want to give up any here.
No.
You know? It's been a while since the Phils have just ran away and hid in a game and not had to worry about anything. Now's not the time to start worrying about this one. Pops him up. That'll help. Scott Kingery. Infield fly rule is called, and Kingery makes the catch. So that's the first out of the inning. So when you come to the ballpark, you can get your characters done. How do you draw him? Is he going to draw him with the dinosaur? He is, I think.
I don't know. We're going to need a bigger piece of paper.
I think that's also a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Take your word for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's our picture up there up top? We could have a nice little cozy thing, you and I.
Yeah.
T-Mac out. He's out.
Never. Well, the three of us will get it done. How's that?
Well, that would be impossible. Well, unless we do it next year.
Is this it for you at home?
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Do these three.
And then you come on the road trip.
And then I go to West Virginia.
Are you not doing the Mets series?
Nope.
Okay.
I go to West Virginia.
1-0 pitch. Swung on. Fly ball left field. It's not deep. Aaron Altair will make the catch. 2 outs.
And then Atlanta, Colorado.
Wow. It's hard to
So
believe.
I will be home when the Phillies clinch.
Right. Watching the Braves and the Phils.
Yeah. Well, not the first day.
You'll be driving that day?
Probably. I don't think I can land from Colorado and drive straight through. But stranger things have happened. Sometimes I get on a roll.
Yeah, I can see that with you.
Get some good music on the radio.
An energy drink or two.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Been getting into Luke Combs lately. He's really.
I like Luke Combs.
Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of his songs the other day and doing nice.
Fly ball center field. Roman Quinn drifts back. And nice recovery by Drew Anderson, who gets the last 3 batters he faces. And the drawings continue. And the Phils continue to lead it here at Citizens Bank. We are headed to the bottom of the 8th. Phils up by 9. Rhys Hoskins will lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th, and he will be facing, well, Brian Holiday, who is making his 3rd appearance for the Marlins, the Marlins catcher. So position player pitching here at Citizens Bank, and Rhys sends that one to right field. It's going back is the right fielder, and off the top of the wall, and Hoskins is going to cruise into second for a double. Yeah. So just out of the reach of the right fielder Ortega, and Hoskins with another double, his 33rd of the season. He adds that to the home run that he hit earlier. I'll take it. And that'll bring up Jose Bautista.
Yeah, 2 good swings by Rhys' last 2 at bats. And that's, you know, look, the wind, with the way the wind's blowing out to left field, the way the ball's been holding up in right, he hit that one good.
Yeah, he did. So Holiday has, as I said, appeared as a pitcher before, once this season with the Marlins, and that one is swung on and drilled to left field, going back on it at the corner and up off the top of the wall as well. Dean can't get it. Hoskins will come around to score, and Bautista just misses another home run off the top of the wall. Another run scores for the Phils. It's 12-2, and that's the 2nd double for Bautista tonight.
How far? I was like, come on, really? You can't hit one out of this place?
Take another look. That is the 2nd one that, well, not as close as the last one. Did that almost hit him
in the head? Can we show that again? It looked like he jumped and the ball was behind him, unless I'm seeing things. Of course, this stage at night, who knows?
It's possible. So Andrew Knapp will step in here. Take another look, John.
He jumped. No, okay.
Well, I mean, it went right over his head. But Knapp swings and fouls that one. Backing out of play.
Mitch Walden gets
Mitch Walden is on
deck.
He is on deck.
Gosh, I hope he gets a hit. Of course, then you're like, okay, he gets his first hit off a catcher.
Well,
but hey, who cares?
One's upstairs for a ball. It's 2-1. Swung on, hit to left center field. Sierra going over, and he'll call off Dean and make the catch. And that is the first out of the inning.
This is the biggest at bat of the game right here, baby.
So that will bring up Mitch Walden, looking for that first major league hit.
I saw him in New York. I say, look, man, there's still a lot of hits left in that number. Let's not be afraid to get one.
You see his numbers, 0 for 14. Up here at the big league level, but you know, he had a real good season at AAA. Was really swinging the bat well, which is why he was called up to begin with. So he'll step in against Holiday and take that first pitch over for a strike.
Well, I don't think he's going to get a lot of off-speed, fastball, changeup, slider. I think Holiday's just going to challenge him with the heater.
And swings through that one.
That didn't even register.
Yeah, kind of an ethos pitch, and it is 0-2 to Walden.
Come on, Mitch.
And he swings and he connects on that one deep to right field, and you can forget about it. The first major league hit for Mitch Walden is a 2-run shot to right field. And he will get some congratulations from his teammates when he gets back to the dugout. That's got to feel really good. Comes on an 0-2 pitch, and he did not miss it. A 2-run shot for Walden. Get it all out there. First hit, first home run, first RBIs. Nice job, Mitch.
That's what tells you he's a great guy to have around, because everyone erupted in the dugout when that ball left the bat.
Agreed.
That away, Mitch.
These guys have been pulling for him, and well, there are some happy guys. There's going to be some celebrating going on in that clubhouse tonight, I have a feeling.
Not too much. You got a game tomorrow.
Well, not too much, but a little. That's a great scene. Congratulations to Walden. Aaron Altair, who's had himself a terrific night, 3 for 4, 5 RBIs, a couple of home runs. He swings and fouls that one out of play.
Isn't that amazing?
2 and 2 now to Altair. Take another look.
You know, Holiday went one too many times to the eephus. And Mitch just waited back, and that's beautiful. Look at the dugout.
And Aaron Altair gets his 4th hit of the night. Base hit back up the middle.
Wiping his brow like,
you know what?
If I can get 3 hits off guys throwing 95, you would think I'd be able to get a hit off a guy throwing 40.
Well, it's 14-2 now. Phils lead this one. Scott Kingery takes that one outside for a ball. Pretty good feeling. This is low. It's 3-0 now to Scott Kingery. Aaron Altair's 4 hits. That ties a career high for him, along with those 5 RBIs. Kingery takes over for a strike. It's 3-1. And he drills that one to center field, but Sierra is there to make the catch. 2 outs. So that'll bring Drew Anderson back up to the plate, his 2nd at bat.
I bet Drew never thought pulling into the ballpark today he's going to get 2 at bats.
I think you're probably right about that. Might get his first major league hit here too.
Oh, this would be huge.
Over for a strike. Ground ball left side. Rivera has it, and he makes the play. So 5-3 goes to put out. But Mitch Walding does some damage here in the 8th. A 2-run shot. Congratulations to him. His first major league hit and home run. Take another look. Deep into right field. And the Phils, well, 2 touchdowns. 14-2. They lead it over Miami. For the 2019 season, now is your chance. The Phillies are looking for athletic, energetic, and community-driven women to serve as role models. Applications are due by the end of 2018 calendar year, with tryouts starting in early 2019. Interested applicants should visit phillies.com/ballgirls for more information. 14-2 here in the top of the 9th. Phillies over the Marlins, and it's going to be hard to wipe that grin off of Mitch Walding's face for a while. And Drew Anderson back in to finish this one up for the Phils. And they'll face Sierra. First pitch to Sierra is a ball, 1-0. The Phils 14 runs tonight, third most this season. That one's low, 2-0. Back in April, the Phillies scored 20 runs versus Miami. April 7th, early in the season, and then 17 runs versus Pittsburgh in July.
That 4.5 hour, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is just creeping up to the 3 hour mark. And
well, it's been pretty smooth. Yeah, let's put it this way. If you're going to play 4.5 hour game, you'd rather win, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 3-1 pitch is swung on, pops straight up. And Mitch Walden's going to get a chance.
He's going to do it all today.
On the infield diamond, and he does. 1 out. So JT Riddle is the batter. His 6th at bat in this game. It's 2 for 5 so far. Do I have that right? 2 for 3, I'm sorry. Breaking ball outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Pitch. Fly ball center field. Roman Quinn froze for a second, but able to close the distance and make the catch. And that's the second out here in the 9th. And the Marlins are down to their final out.
Well, this has been fun.
It has been fun. Let's do it again tomorrow.
14 runs. I think if we score 14 tomorrow, we're going to win.
I would agree with you. We just need the Nationals to do their part. As Rivera hits that one down right field line and out of play. It's 0-1.
The only thing is, you wonder what Washington has left in their bullpen. I know Doolittle pitched, I think, an inning and a third, but he gave up that third of an inning. He pitched in the 10th. I think he gave up 3 hits, I think, in a row.
You know, when we saw him, he didn't look like he was fully back yet. Well, the count is 0-2 on Rivera. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out to end the ball game. Nice job by the Phillies tonight. Everything kind of clicking. Offense, defense, good pitching as well. Aaron Altair had himself a night, 4 hits and 5 RBIs, a couple of home runs. Mitch Walding with his first major league hit. Plenty of smiles to go around. Our Chevy player of the game is Aaron Altair. There you see the numbers, a career high in hits and RBIs. And home runs tonight, number 7 and 8 for Aaron Altair on the year. Our WB Mason deliveries of the game, well, off the bat of Aaron Altair.
Yeah, getting the lead early in the 2nd inning. Aaron did. He got like a changeup by Wei Yin Chen, but he delivered a 2-run homer. Then the 5th inning, you know, they proved I can hit the changeup. Let me see if I can hit this fastball. Yes, he can. Big night for Aaron Altair. Just what the Phillies needed. A spark from a guy that came off the bench. And you know, those are our WB Mason deliveries of the game. And thank goodness Aaron was on target tonight, because that was a special thing to watch.
And with that, Aaron Altair is down on the field and he joins us on headset. So Aaron, first off, congratulations on a terrific night. The 4 hits, a career high, ties a career high, 5 RBIs, also ties a career high. But, you know, most importantly, you get the team started off in the right direction with that early home run. And boy, oh boy, you didn't miss it.
No. I don't know, it's weird. The last couple of days, just for some reason, I just felt really good at the plate. My swing felt really good. I don't know, something just clicked over the last couple of days, and I decided to come out here and see what I can do do in the game. So to have a game like this was pretty special for me, and hopefully I can continue that throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, 2 home runs you pulled, Aaron, and 2 balls you hit on the nose the other way. But the biggest at bat was against Brian Holiday. I mean, I saw you wiping your brow after that one.
Man, I tell you, I hate facing position players, and by far that was the toughest at bat for sure. I don't know what it is. I can't. It's hard to mentally prepare for a position player on the mound.
Well, you do what you're supposed to do. You stay up the middle on those hard throws.
Right.
That's right. You know, Aaron, when you stop to think about what this team needed, A, a win, and B, you know, a win where you kind of run away and hide a little bit and can just, you know, all facets of the game went right tonight. How do you build off of this? How do you keep this momentum going? Because, you know, from here on out, every win is going to be necessary.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we just gotta win these games. You know, the ones we were supposed to win, we gotta win these games. You know, the Braves are playing the Nationals. It's always a tough matchup, so we gotta make sure we take care of these games against the Marlins and the Mets. And you know, it's going to be exciting last week and a half playing the Braves 7 out of 11 games. So hopefully we can just get it close, and you know, we can see what we can do and what happens.
Okay, now how happy were you for Mitch Walding to finally get that 0 out of that hit column?
Yes, especially home run too to boot. You know, I could tell he was nervous, especially you know, got to 0-2 against Holiday, and I was like, oh man, come on, just put it in play. And you know, he was able to get it out there, and you know, get that first home run out of the way too. So I'm happy for Mitch.
Well, it was fun to watch that. It was fun to watch you tonight as well, Aaron, and fun to get a win here at Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Congratulations. Go enjoy it with your teammates. Thanks for your time.
All right.
As always, Aaron Altair on
Thanks,
a terrific
Aaron.
night.
All right, thank you guys.
And a terrific night for the Phils as they get the win. Win number 75 on the season for the Phils. Lots of hugs, lots of smiles to go around. We'll be back to put a wrap on this one in just a minute.